Now we'll move on to step 2 of the new award setup process, which is award attributes. After you generate the award, navigate to the award profile in Spectrum. You can enter your CON in the award ID field or your newly created SP in the project field. Select search, and either one will bring you to the award profile page, and it brings you to the award tab. Much like the F101 record, we will work through a number of these tabs to fill in all of the award attributes. The first field we need to enter is our reference award number. The sponsor award should have a reference award number. Mine has one. I'm going to enter it in. And save. If for any reason your award document does not have a reference award number, you can enter this CON number in here. Sometimes you'll open older awards and you might see various agreement date references in here, but going forward, any new award that does not have a sponsor award number or sponsor reference number or purchase order number, we will use our primary CON number for this reference award number field. You can see a number of these attributes came over from our F101 record. So we've already verified our title, we verified our PI and our sponsor on the F101, as well as the purpose. Now we select award type. This particular one came up with the correct award type, which is cost reimbursable grant. That always defaults. So you're going to want to make sure you select this and choose the right one if it is not a cost reimbursable grant. Our CFDA number came over from the proposal. If for any reason that field wasn't entered on the F101 record, make sure you enter that there. You can see that this was copied from the F101. And if you ever need to access the proposal F101 information, you can do that here. You can see our start and end date came over from the proposal as well, the F101 record. So we really have nothing more to do on this top part of the panel. We'll just check quickly the reporting role. Although we don't have any, if you had listed additional investigators on the resource tab of the F101 entry, those would have generated here. The PI shows up out on the award tab itself, but under this reporting role, you would see any additional investigators that were entered. In this case, there were no additional investigators, so we don't see anything there or need to add anything there. And the next place we'll go is here to the SP and the project team. Since this is federal or federal flow-through, in this case federal flow-through, we will enter effort for the PI. Anyone that's listed in the award document itself as a senior key person will be listed here. When you have additional investigators that are listed on the resource tab in the F101 record, they will automatically generate in a list as well on the project team. And those individuals would need to be deleted because we don't need to track effort for them or report effort for them. If they have effort on a sponsored project, it will automatically generate an effort report, but we will always need the PI or anyone who is named in the notice of award to have effort listed on the project team. In this case, we only have effort to enter for Dr. Pa, and he is committing one summer month. So we're going to enter that in as 33.33% of summer. One thing to point out here is if for any reason during the F101 staging process before you generated your award, your start and end dates are incorrect on your award, these are very difficult to change, and you may need to connect with Tanya to fix them because these dates have some hidden panels behind the scenes that only she can correct. So if you have an issue with effort and deleting people or anything on this screen, you'll have to connect with Tanya on that. I'm going to save, return to project summary, save again, return to project general, and save again for good measure. Then I can select return to award profile. Moving on to my funding tab, I'm just verifying my start and end dates came over from my F101 record properly. This came from that proposal screen and the budget screen. So if this were an incrementally funded award, you would see all years listed in individual lines for start and end dates for each budget period. Because this is forward funded and we're going to post all budget periods at once, it shows up as a single line. There will not be anything entered on the Resources tab here. This is different than the Resources tab on the F101 record. You'll skip that tab and come over to the Certifications tab. If we had compliance approvals entered on the F101 record, you would see them here. If for any reason those were not entered on the F101, you could add them here. I'm verifying in my award as well that there is no human or animal work involved, so that you're always going to want to check your award letter against your certifications as well. Then you move to the Terms tab, and here we're going to add any applicable budget restrictions, invoicing terms, or programmatic reporting, or other important terms, and any reference in the award document that might help. This is an NSF award, so they're typically pretty straightforward without a lot of terms. It's page 8 of my FDP subaward. My invoicing for an FDP award, I'm always going to enter standard quarterly And my technical reports, I have a final programmatic report. While I'm adding my programmatic report here, I'm also going to add a final report milestone later in the award setup process. This field here does not drive the closeout process in the research portal. So just remember the terms that we're entering here are here for reference, and they're here for the PI to see and the department to see on the NOAA and anyone that wants to come to the Terms tab. But the information here does not have a date assigned to it, so it is not completing any of the closeout fields in the closeout process in the portal. We do not enter information on the milestones, keywords, or related proposals tab. So now I'm going to go to the GSU Grants Admin tab, and I'm going to enter the contact information that's on attachment 3A of the FDP award. So this is where you would always find that information if it's a subaward. I'm entering my total direct funding amount and my total indirect funding amount, and I'm verifying that against my award. Which I know is $1 off from when we staged this, so I'm going to adjust this per page 9 of the award and save it. Then the last piece is to come back to the award tab and select this award modifications link here. You're going to copy your reference award number from up in the top and paste it in here. This is our project beginning and end date, or our budget period beginning and end date. One and the same in this case because it's forward funded. We're going to select that this is the initial award. We're going to put our reference award number in here. We're going to verify this amount, which we need to adjust. This came over from our F101 record. If you have to adjust this amount at all, do it before you select the amount allocation button. This order of operations in this panel is really critical. The system gets easily confused here. When you update that, don't worry about the fact that this total period amount does not adjust automatically. When you open your amount allocation and you enter in your direct cost total, it will calculate properly. So this is not balancing to this, but behind the scenes it will override once we save it. Now we're going to select our con and our newly created SP. I always indicate whether carry forward is automatic or restricted. In this case, it's automatic per the award. I'm going to save this here. You can see our total has now updated to match the award amount. And reminds me, I do want to check one more thing on the GSU Grants Admin tab. We didn't have to check these boxes because we do not have an F&A waiver. We're getting full F&A, and we do not need prior approval for carry forward because carry forward is automatic. But these two places are where you would check the boxes if either of those apply. Go back to our award mod, verify again that everything is good, save it, and now I'm going to open my award notice in Spectrum. I'm going to copy my SP, refresh, select my budget period and my sequence number, and I'm going to review this information. It's all coming in from our award profile. So we have all of our award information, our title, our sponsor award number, the contacts I just entered, our project period and budget period, which are one and the same in this case. This action and cumulative are always going to be the same for your first award entry, brand new award entry. Billing type is grants reimbursable. That's correct. This is cost reimbursable billing. I see my effort that I entered for Dr. Pa here. We do not have subawards, so this is a no. My terms are here that I entered on the Terms tab, and here are the comments that I entered in the award mod. So now I'm going to add the budget and the fully executed agreement, attach that here, and save my NOAA changes. Now you're ready to move on to step 3, which includes the project attributes, and activation.